You know, Deister Machine Company doesn't necessarily make standard size machines. Can you talk a little bit about how valuable that is to customers?
The value is a bit difficult to define because there's nobody else, as far as I know, a manufacturer that build a machine to suit the customer need. Every manufacturer build a machine to a standard that's almost universal, say 8 by 20 feet, or in metric is 2.4 by 6 meter, or 2.4 by 8 meter. So the meter in metric and the feet in imperial is pretty standard. But they still build the machine to suit the customer need. In other words, as far as I've seen up to today, whenever a customer has a special need for a special machine, Deister staff get fully involved in designing and at the end of the day to manufacture a machine that is as required by the customer. They don't make customer don't make Deister don't make just standard machine. A customer requires something that is different, talks to Deister staff, and from there if it is possible to be built, Deister will build it. Any shape or size, I've seen so many shapes and sizes of a vibrating machine that I can't believe it myself. I'm used to see anywhere in every quarry that I've seen, and I've seen literally hundreds of quarries, hundreds, not 100, many hundreds of quarries I visited over the past 45 years. Screens are the same. You see one screen, you've seen everyone. Deister screens are made to suit the customer requirement, and that is something that, as far as I have seen, nobody has done. Not to the major company, not to the smaller company.
Okay. You were telling me earlier today about a feeder that was like 3 meters longer, and Deister came in and was able to do the same job with a much smaller screen and even have greater throughput.
It was, this is happening in Middle East, in UAE, in Fujairah. There is a quarry. It's a new quarry, it's only 2 years old. Turnkey design and supply, install, and production test done. Was done by a British company. The vibrating screen were made in England. The crusher come from Germany. The vibrating machine, the crusher was crusher capacity was 600 ton an hour. The screen after the crusher was only able to take 400 ton an hour. So they were running the plant underutilized because the vibrating screen was a bottleneck. Couldn't take more than 400 ton an hour, and at 400 ton an hour, it was actually, the efficiency was very low. There was an excessive amount an excessive percentage of undersize into the product. This screen is 2.4 meter wide, 8 meter long, which is about 25 feet long. When I visited this quarry, and I was told that the crusher can produce 600 ton an hour, but the screen is only limited to 400, I proposed to install a Deister screen. But the Deister screen were shorter, 2 meters shorter, was 8 by 20 feet, or 6 meter long, 2.4 by 6 meter long. Same 3 decks, same mechanism, 2 eccentric shafts. Now, a Deister screen 8 by 20, 3 deck, with the required opening on top, middle, and bottom deck, that machine can process up to 700 ton an hour. The machine installed in the quarry, although was 2 meters longer, much bigger surface, was only able to process 400 ton an hour. I talked to the owner, and the owner in principle agreed. we are going to install a Deister machine to this plant and replace the existing machine and go up to 600 ton an hour throughput. But unfortunately, the quarry manager vetoed the idea because, in his opinion, a smaller machine cannot process more material than a bigger machine. Size of a machine is one of the variables, only one variable. There's speed, there's incline, the main one is throw. What is the movement of the machine? Because Deister got twice as much movement, can actually process twice as much material.
So what's so important, it sounds like, is that one shouldn't assume that a smaller machine produces less output. In this case, even though the machine was smaller, the throughput was much higher.
But anybody who assumes that a smaller machine produces less than or processes less than a bigger machine doesn't know what he's talking about. He's talking from the top of his head. He's got no clue what he's talking about. Because size is one variable. You have 4 variables. Size, throw, which is the eccentric, speed, incline. Only one variable don't give you anything. But many people do not understand or do not want to understand. So okay, that is the real reality in the quarry industry.
I see.